What's going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at a really cool small form factor case from SilverStone. It is their PS07 and it supports mini ITX, micro ATX, and DTX motherboards. So let's take a look. Taking a first look at the case here, you can see, of course, this is a white case. That's kind of like a new thing we've seen with cases this year. Now, SilverStone does offer this in black as well. But as you can see, it is a small form factor case. It's smaller than your typical case. Again, this supports DTX, micro ITX, and mini ATX motherboards. So you have a little bit of variety to choose from. Now, if we start here and look at the actual front of the case, you have two 5 1/4 inch bays, and then that is it for the front of the case. One thing that's really cool about this case is that you can open this front up here, and you can see you have two 120 millimeter cooling fans right there, and this filter here is extremely easy to remove. You just simply pull it out like that, and you can easily remove this for, cleaning and everything like that. Also, it makes it easy to get in at these fans if you need to. It should go in pretty simply, just like that, and lock back into place, and then we can close our door up and we're good to go. SilverStone logo right down there. On the side here you have power and reset buttons, power and activity LEDs. You have two USB 3.0 ports and headphone and microphone jacks right there. Also, one thing to note, again, on the front, on the side right here, there are these two big buttons, and what these actually do is they release the front panel bezels here for your 5 1/4 inch base. So if I hit this, it allows me to easily take that out without having to open the front of the case or something like that. Moving along to the back of the case, we can see how the case is actually going to be designed here. Your power supply is up here. You have 4 expansion slots. Your motherboard's going to go right there, and you have a slot for a 120 millimeter fan, although it is not included. Also, on each side panel, you do have thumb screws. And one thing that's really cool about these thumb screws, if I actually take them off here, take one of them out, and see if I can get it so you guys can see that, it actually has a plastic washer on it. And the reason for that is, you're going to be taking your side panels off more than anything else on this case. And the plastic washer is going to help so you don't scratch up that part of the case when you're taking the side panels off. At the top of the case towards the back, you do have a large ventilated section with a fan filter. Now, you may think this is actually for a fan, but it's actually for your power supply. So, your power supply is going to be installed right here, and your exhaust for your power supply is going to be right here. So, you can take this fan filter off very easily, and it's actually magnetic, so it slides right back on and off for very easy cleaning. Moving inside, you can see that SilverStone has gone with an all-white interior. That is, of course, expected since this is a white case. Now, you do have a very large CPU cutout right here. You have your internal 3.0 connector right there. You do have your fan connectors for the front fans, and I did want to mention they are sleeved and they're white, so they do match the inside of the case. Up top here, you have your two 5 1/4 inch bays, and they use the traditional screw-in method, no toolless system here. You have a one hard drive cage right here, and it supports 4 3.5 inch hard drives. Now, this is removable. You take out these 2 screws and it slides out. You also have a smaller little cage down here that is not removable, and it supports either another 3.5 inch hard drive or a single 2.5 inch hard drive. The last thing I want to mention about the inside of the case is there's this little plastic thing right here, and what this actually is, it's a support for your CPU cooler. So if you're going to be using a larger CPU cooler, you can actually move this up and adjust it to take the pressure off that CPU cooler or something along those lines. Now, I've taken the second side panel off the case so you can kind of get a look at everything. You do notice there's 1, 2, 3 cable routing holes, which is actually pretty nice. Now, they don't have the rubber inserts, but all of the metal on the inside of this case is rounded, so it's very unlikely that you are going to cut yourself. Again, the very large CPU cutout right here as well, and there's actually a smaller little cable routing hole down there as well, so I guess that's 4 total. Also, one thing to note about this case too is that this motherboard tray is actually removable, and to remove it, you simply take out 1 screw here, 1 screw down here, and then there's a screw right there. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. So now I've taken out the 3 necessary screws and I've moved our wires out of the way. And the easiest way to take out this motherboard tray is extremely simple. All you have to do is pull it this way towards me, like that, and it comes out just like that. Pretty easy and very cool. Just makes it easier so you can install your motherboard outside of the case if need be. This concludes our overview video of the SilverStone PS07 small form factor case. Make sure you check back very soon on thinkcomputers.org for the full written review. And remember, if you like our videos, why don't you subscribe? Catch you guys later.